Hello everyone, this is Angie at Stampin' with Amore. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and again I have a Father's Day treat box for you, or it could be a gift box. A little razor set would fit cute in here. Just some treats, chocolates. Dad loves chocolate too. And just about anything. It's a really nice size. It is 4.5 inches by 3. And it is 1.5 inches wide, so it's really a really nice size box. Now today I am using the same designer series paper I used last week for my Father's Day box, and it is the Come Sail Away. I'm using the heck out of this. I love this paper, and it is perfect for dads and for masculine cards. It's just perfect for that. But the images are awesome, and right now the nautical look is really trending, so this is one of the best packs of paper. I really love that, so I am using that. For this one we're going to change up the pattern only so that you can see you can use any of the designs in this to make a really cute Father's Day box. So what we're using today, and I really wanted to use the Night of Navy for the base of the box, but you can't see it very well on camera, so I decided to go ahead with the Balmy Blue again. That's what I used on the other box. And this is 9.5 by 8. And then we're going to change it up, and we're going to use these little lighthouse pattern for the shirt. And you need 2 of them that are 3 by 4 3/8, so you need 2. And then for the sides of the box, and you do want to mat the back because you want a dad to have a shirt on his back. And then you're going to also need 2 that are 1 3/8 by 4 3/8. And then this is the contrasting side, so I'm going to use this for like the undershirt and for the buttons. And this piece, these 2 are 2 7/8 by 1 3/8, and you see they're going opposite directions. So I wanted this to be under the shirt going this way, so pay close attention to whichever way you want. If you want it to go this way, then obviously cut it the opposite way. Just pay attention to the way you're cutting it. And then this is for the top of the box. And then for the sentiment, it's going to be 1/2 by 3. Alright, and you do need a scrap for punching out your little button pieces. Let's get scoring this. I'm going to get my Simply Scored here. And we are going to score this on the 9.5 side at 1/2. And I always have a hard time with that 1/2 inch, getting that. And then 3.5. 5 and 8, and then you're going to turn it, and we are going to score it at 1/2, 2, and 6.5, and that is it for your scoring. Okay, so let's cut this. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to cut, this is our little glue tab side with the 1/2 inch. We are going to cut these 2 off here. And I just cut it in so that we have that nice glue tab there. And I didn't cut that straight, so let me do that. I am fussy like that. And then we're going to do the same. We're cutting off this little rectangle here, and I'm going to cut it at an angle here. Alright, so let's get this out of the way, and then we are going to cut our box here. So on the top part where that 1/2 inch is, you are going to cut down each one of these. And this part is a little tricky, but not hard at all, because what we're going to do is we're going to cut a 1/2 inch here, and then on this other smaller piece we're going to do that, I don't know, I cut usually 3/4 to 1/2. 1/2 to 3/4, I guess. You can, it's not important. These are the flaps to hold open the top of the box. And then we are going to cut off this piece right here. Now you can do that on your trimmer. I like to do it usually by hand. And I'm going to probably switch over to my smaller scissors so that I can get in there a little bit easier. And it's not hard at all to cut that piece once these are out of the way. So we're going to cut that. And the only reason, I'll show you here in a second why I did it this way, is because I want this part of the box where we glue it, I want it to go back, because it's a cleaner look if your adhesive seam is in the back. So we're going to sharpen all these score marks. And this is all matted, so it's not going to be that bad if you don't, you know, cut it that way, but I really like to do it that way. Now we're going to cut all these bottoms, which I just forgot to cut. And these are all our bottom flaps. And I am cutting in a little bit on every one of these. I just started doing that recently because it seems to fold really nicely if you just cut a little bit off of your larger sections too. Alright, so now we can sharpen all our score marks. And we'll have this all ready to put together. Okay, so before I forget, I want to cut into these too. You can use your corner rounder if you like it to look more round. It just doesn't, it doesn't matter. It goes inside the box, but some people like the rounder look. And then I'm going to use some tear and tape for our glue tab here. Sorry if you hear the lawnmower. Every single time I try to film this, especially if it's a weekend, my neighbor decides to mow. Alright, so we're going to put this all together. You can definitely mat this before if you prefer to do it that way. I always mat after, just unless it's something that I have to mat first, where I'm cutting out a frame lid or something like that. So can you see this is the front and that seam is in the back? That's why I cut it the way I did. Alright, so this flap's going to go back because it's the front of our box. So I am going to put the adhesive on this section right here, and again I'm going to use some tear and tape. And we'll remove that backing again. And then we have our box ready to go. And sometimes on here you may have to cut your flaps, cut a little bit closer to that point there, so this folds in a lot nicer. Sometimes that happens to me. See how nice now that'll fold in. Alright, and I probably need to do it on this side, but I'm going to leave it for right now. Alright, so let's go ahead and do our front. Now what I did on the front piece here is this is 3 inches. So I went to the 1.5 inch. I'm going to show you on my trimmer so that you can see. I didn't think of doing that. I'm so used to, I made a couple of these, and so I just marked this. I went to the 1.5 inch mark, and then I just took my blade, and it's half of what this shirt is because you want the collar to be even, and I just went to the 1 inch mark. So just go down, cut down 1 inch and to that 1 inch mark, and then you're going to have a little part. This is going to fold over for his collar. And I should have showed that on camera, but I absolutely forgot. that I needed to show that part. And then we're going to fold over these to make his little collar. Now we have to put on our piece that's going to go under, because it's going to go under like that, like he has an undershirt on. So we're going to use some snail for that. And we're going to put that on there. And if anything overhangs, just trim that off. I think I cut it just a hair too big. And this is bugging me, so I'm going to have to trim that little corner. There, that makes me happier. I hate when I see little things, it just drives me crazy. Okay, so now we are going to go ahead and attach the front shirt. So put snail, make sure you have enough on there, especially on the V part of the shirt. And you can use whatever you want for underneath the shirt. Oops, make sure you got it on there even. Keeps wanting to move a little bit on me here. There we go. All right, and then we're going to do our sides. Make sure your pattern's going all the same way, especially when you cut it. This is really cute for a shirt. And then we're going to put the back of the shirt on. If you want to cut this, I cut it at 3, but you can cut it like a tiny bit, not about a 1/16 inch smaller if you don't want it to go right to the edges. Alright, so there is our shirt. That's cute, isn't it, with that the little lighthouse on there. Now this is going to go on the top, so that this is like his undershirt part. And I guess I could have cut this one going the other way, but that it doesn't matter on this one. And then we're going to get a scrap, and we're going to use a 1/2 inch circle punch, and we're going to punch 3 of these out. And we're going to give him some buttons. And I'm going to use wet glue for this. I'm just going to put it on here. We need to leave a little space here for our sentiment. Alright, and then I'm going to use some of my little epoxy droplets. These are the Frosted and Clear, and I think I'm going to use Night of Navy for the buttons on this one. The other one I used the Balmy Blue, but I think I'm going to use the Night of Navy. And I'm going to color 3 of these with my blend. This dries super fast, and you can color these any color that you want. I love that you can color these and color the embellishments with your blends. And then we're going to put one on each of these. It all of a sudden got very quiet. I guess my neighbor is done mowing, so it's so nice. And then we're gonna go ahead and grab our piece for our sentiment. Okay, let's scoot that out of the way just a second, and I'm going to use some Memento Black. And the stamp set that I'm using that says World's Best Father is this Itty Bitty Greetings. It has great greetings on this for everything. I mean, it's a 2 box set. And we are going to go ahead and stamp the World's Best Father. And I am going to also flag the ends of this. Now to get this popped up, I just kind of take my bone folder and round it that way. And then I'm just going to fold right close to the word, the letters there. And then it's going to kind of pop up. I'm going to use a couple glue dots in just the areas that I folded, so it stays popped up. And we're going to set that at the bottom here. And then I'm going to also use some of our new embellishments that we have in the new catalog, which are the 2019-2021 facet dots. And we're going to use couple of the small ones. And I think I'm going to just go ahead and use the Balmy Blue ones. And these are actually Seaside Spray. I think that's what it's called. The new color. I'm still trying to remember all the colors. But this is one of our new in colors, but it matches really nicely. Alright, so there it is, all complete. I think it's super cute. And here's the other one. I don't know, tell me which one you like better. I think they're both really cute. I think one is more a younger style. It was so funny because my grandson was here yesterday, and I did one with this lighthouse, and he really liked that, and my husband liked the one with the stripes. So I guess this one is more for the younger dad, and this one would be for more of a mature dad. I don't know. I just think they turned out super cute. I hope you enjoyed it too. Have a blessed day, everyone. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications each time I upload a new video. Have a blessed one, everyone. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.